Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play Kirby Superstar with Lorelei. We left off doing Spring Breeze and we did Gourmet Race in the first part. We're going to go ahead and do Dyna Blade and then we'll leave Great Cave Offensive for last. That's the original order. Most people go in Spring Breeze, Dyna Blade, Gourmet Race, Great Cave Offensive, or it might be Spring Breeze, Gourmet Race, Dyna Blade, Great Cave. But yeah, I like saving the Great Cave for last. The music there is pretty good. Maybe it's just me, but I like it. Alright, so we're going to go and do Dyna Blade. Dyna Blade is destroying all the crops. She must be stopped. Master their different abilities and defeat her. Really easy. I wouldn't consider it like an RPG type thing, but I guess you can, since they have stages you can select from. So, we won't watch that, so we'll go ahead and new game. Show explain copy. This is just the same general explanation they did in Spring Breeze, so we're going to go ahead and say no. But the real funny thing about this is, regardless if you say yes or no, they still explain it. I'm not sure why. No anyway, and they still show it. I don't know if that's a bug, but anyways. Alright, first stage. So you see the little bird there is Dyna Blade flying around the volcano. We'll eventually reach her. Alright. So start on this side and go ahead and grab the cutter ability. I kind of like this music too. Very cheerful. We won't release our partner just yet because these abilities here aren't too great. I don't like Paracel. So now that we've come across another cutter, we'll go ahead and get that. And there are two secrets while doing Dyna Blade. They can unlock where you can get any ability and choose from. You just gotta find out the secret and how to access it. They're very easy. So I guess some can be missable if you're not really paying too much attention, but of course this is a 100% run, so we're gonna definitely go ahead and get them. Now I have to share something with you all. It's actually quite funny. So I was playing Grand Fantasia earlier, right? And there's this one guy, his name is Nick MFD. He doesn't like me too much because he just can't stand the fact that I'm a lot better than he is. Earlier he was crying about how I have my lover buffs and everything, and that's how I win. The real funny thing about that is he has so many buffs where he uses pots and everything, and his buffs also come from his guild buffs. But you don't see me complaining about his guild buffs and his pot buffs, but yet he complains so much about how I have these lover buffs, and that's the only way I win. It's really hilarious. And after he, I guess, got destroyed by my team, he decided to just log off, and because he told me, I was like, I'm going to stay on here until you stop stacking, because I was told you were stacking. So yeah, and he was like, you go ahead and I'll just stack right back on you. So I'm like, well, I'm not stacking, but he's like, you're stacking with your lover, and I can't really do that, so I don't know why he said that. In the end, he did end up losing. He lost twice in a row, and I was MVP twice in a row, and yeah, he logged off. So I guess my work was done, and I logged off too. Basically, you know, my only thing was just to stop him from stacking, because I'm totally against that. I'll never stack unless someone's stacking against me. And I told him, I was like, you know, majority are going to stack with me than they would you. No one likes you. And he kind of laughed. And everyone that was sitting around us, you know, were all like, they laughed too. And yeah, so I don't know, this little story I thought I'd share. And if you don't know, Grand Fantasia is an MMO by Area Games. You can look it up on their website at grandfantasia.areagames.com. It's okay. I mentioned previously about how it's kind of boring after a while, but I'll only go on there just for the PvP. I don't really care about anything else. So, yeah. Anyways, if you saw, we just killed that little mini-boss, I guess, and now we're on to the second stage. And you know how I said I liked my knight, so we're definitely getting him. There's nothing in that door. Just a few little monsters you can fight. I guess I'll go ahead and show you. But, just for the sake of it. Very easy. But yeah, like I said, this guy he's incredibly jealous, I guess. I don't know why. It's not like I try that hard when I really don't. So, alright, that ability there is ninja. It looks cool, but it's really horrible. I wouldn't even recommend getting it. We basically just came here for a 1-up. That was it. My helper's about to die. See, that's the helper on this game is really, they're really dumb, I guess you can say. They just get hit whenever. They can be smart. I think the DS helper is a lot smarter, in my opinion. Now, I kind of need to give that to you, so... Oh, there we go. You see that bomb down there? We can't reach that. So we're going to have to use this guy. Mirror. Because from as far as I know, that's the only way to reach that. And the reason why I said that is because it's one of the first secrets. This secret unlocks a stage, or I guess a bonus. And if you go there, you can select from many different abilities. So, yeah. We'll definitely be going there after we finish this stage. I guess I'll keep Mirror for now until I come across. There we go. Never mind. Speak of the devil. Lucky, aren't I? Like I said, Mirror isn't too great. I used to always think it was until I realized the strengths of all these other ones. And the damage output from Sword is greatly better than Mirror, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but anyway. And as far as my uploading parts, I'll try to upload a couple parts a day, if I'm not too busy. I was just able to upload so many parts today because, of course, this is my very first time doing this, so I want to try and see if I can get some viewers to either give me, you know, a good job, thumbs up, or constructive criticism on what I can improve on. So far, I think I'm doing okay. Like I said, I got most of my LPing like ideas and even wanting to do it from the 3 people. I don't know if I mentioned them, but Execute, he's an Australian LPer. He's very good and funny. I don't know why he jumped, but I kind of need him anyway. Yeah, and then there's Shots Rocks. He kind of says some offensive things, I guess if you take it offensive, but in general, he's really funny. And then there's Lansoon, and all these people you can find on their on here. I might put their YouTube in the description, but I don't really know them like that, so I don't know if they would appreciate that, so I'm not going to bother. Alright, and our partner's about to die, but that's okay, because he can steal a hammer ability. Or not. I mean, there we go. You know, I was kind of trying to throw that at him. Now, Hammer. I mentioned earlier, this is a really overpowered ability. It's because of that one skill there. That'll basically 2-hit KO any non-super boss. So, remember that room we went in earlier with those little mini-bosses? They probably would have all died in one hit. That's how strong Hammer is. But that's why I don't use it too much. I don't want to be that overpowered. And if you saw there, I didn't even have to hit it myself. If you come across a puzzle and your AI or your helper has that ability, they will use that ability for you and go ahead and save you the time. And that's going to come in handy later on when we do the Great Cave Offensive, because there is a couple places where you actually have to have a certain type of helper. So, alright, let's see if we can do this again. Close. We'll be getting only 1 extra life, unless they're generous. And they're generous. They allowed me to get 3, even though I don't think I should have made that. Alright, well, that was the second stage. And like I said, a mini-boss appears here, so I'll show you the power of Hammer real quick while I have this. Yeah, see that? Just 1 hit, and it took half his health. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's really overpowered if you ask me. So, we're going to go ahead and go back to my favorite, one of my favorites, and you all know what that is, and that's Fighter Joe. Well, no, Knuckle Joe. But if you're Kirby, he's Fighter. So we're gonna stick with this, and we need some health. So, oh, never mind. We already refilled after entering this. We'll go ahead and let him stay bonkers for whatever reason. I don't know. It doesn't really matter what kind of helper you have, to be honest. Alright, and stage 3. I don't remember if these stages actually have a name, but yeah, as you saw there, Knuckle Joe has many abilities. I'll just go ahead and demonstrate them because of one of my favorite. If you tap the B button, or rather that Y button, this is what happens. He does that attack. If you hold the button down, he does this. If you're in the air and hold the button, he does it again. And if you tap it in the air, he does a little kick type thing, which is really neat. Now, if you're dashing and tap the Y button, he slides. If you hold it, he does a little dash forward. And of course, my favorite is Shuriken. So, all right. Actually, this will probably be a good place to stop. We'll be right here. We'll pick up here on, I believe it's part 4. All right, guys. See you then. Take care. Have fun. This is Lorelei. See you.